Hello everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Hacks and Flash, the podcast where some of your favorite GameCola staff members get together and enjoy the magic of bad fanfiction. I am your host and narrator for the day, Diana Gray, and today I have with me some very special, awesome staff members who decided to do this crazy thing with me. So, you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves and the parts that we are reading for today. Oh, and the fanfiction we are reading is Metroid High School by 111 Samus and Ridley Forever, 2006, Sean.
Forever.
Forever?
There's no R.
Sorry, I'm too proper for this person.
Or for Ava, if they're a Neon Genesis Evangelion fan. We're not
I like for Ava. That sounds nice. So, alright, go ahead and introduce yourselves then, crazy people.
Hi, I'm Jetty. I'm the editor-in-chief at GameCola, and today I'll be playing the parts of Kraid, Smiley, Mrs. Chozo, Trace, Captain Falcon, Coach Houston, and Mandy.
I'm Anna. I'll be doing the voices of Samus and Dark Samus.
I'm Joseph. I'm a staff writer, and I'm going to be playing the parts of Ridley, Gamer Dude, and Gerald Ford.
He was my favorite boss in Super Metroid. I'm Nathaniel Hoover. I'm a writer and editor for GameCola, as well as the lazy YouTube administrator for our YouTube channel, and I will be reading the parts of nobody who's in any of the games. Tio Juan, Cervantes, Gunpei Yokoi, Adam, okay, so maybe we do have some people from the games, Kroot, and Dr. Banis.
And today we are so privileged to have a very special guest with us. So, special guest, introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Z-Saber. You've heard me on Nathaniel's Mega Man playthroughs, and today I will be reading the parts of Helen, Shasokais, Mother Brain, Robbie, Slylux, Ted, and Amy.
I don't know how we made her agree to do this, but we dragged her in somehow. So,
it sounds fun.
It is pretty fun. This is admittedly my favorite podcast that we do here at GameCola.net. So we're going to get started with the fanfic, Metroid High School. The summary says, in an alternate timeline, Samus and Ridley go to high school together. What will happen? Nobody knows. Final chapter up now. Well, that's good because we're going to be reading it. Alright, so we are going to start off with the author's notes by this author, 111 Samus Ridley Fo Eva, 2006, Sean, which says, hello, people. This is kinda a weird story, but I think it's cool. So, I hope you like it. This is my first story, so no flamies. Thanks, KLOL. Alright.
We apologize in advance for all the flamies.
Yeah. This is pretty much one giant flamey, so apologies, but it's gonna happen.
Wasn't Flamey the dragon in Secret of Mana?
Sure. We can go with that. Okay, we're not doing that then. So this is fine. All right.
Justification.
All right. We're starting with Chapter 1, The Big Dance. It was 3 days before the big dance.
First line. First line.
Damn it.
So far. Without. Ridley walked up to Samus. He was really nervous. He had never gone on a date before, and his mouth was really, really pretty. So he finally got enough courage and went up to her locker.
Samus.
Oh, that's perfect. Samus stopped.
What do you want?
Do you want to go just dance with me?
Oh no, it's Bobcat Goldthwait as a Muppet in puberty.
Samus said, okay. Ridley was really happy. He was going to go on his first big date.
Wow!
Not Ridley.
I hope Samus is my girlfriend. I am the luckiest guy in the whole damn school.
3 days later?
Yep.
Later, it's like llama.
Yeah, it was the big dance. Everyone was there.
Oh, wait, is this me?
That's you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ridley.
A voice sneered.
Damn it!
Exclaimed Ridley. I was paying attention.
Oh no! It's Craig and his gang, right?
Over walked Kraid and his cronies.
What do you want, Blubberbrain?
Samus inquisited.
Well, well, well. Looks like little Ridley's got himself a girlfriend. Ooh!
Watch it, Blubberbrain, or I'll blow you and your little crew way up in the air.
Samus responded. Kraid's eyes narrowed.
Looks like you win this time, but don't you worry, we'll be back. Come on, boys.
That was ridiculously easy. Kraid
Just about to say that. That was easy.
But next time you throw a weak insult at us, it won't go down so easily.
Everyone in Craig's gang laughed and walked away. Samus and Ridley were all alone.
Don't mind those damn people, Samus! They're stupid people!
Yeah, I know.
Answered Samus. Then the music started playing really slow. People everywhere started slow dancing.
Hey, Samus, what? Do you want to dance?
Ridley proposed.
No. Ridley.
Oh,
Get it wrong or
That's
pay the
it,
price.
Ridley. I'm so sorry. Ridley proposed. We have a
I
new
also like
character
how we went from dancing to proposing.
Whoa.
Along so fast.
Samus looked down.
I never learned how to dance before.
She declared. Ridley smiled.
Don't worry, it's easy. You just have to use your wings and claws and talons.
It's gonna work.
I'm sure that won't cause any problems.
Oh, we have an extra quotation mark at the beginning of the sentence. What do we do?
Quotation mark. Samus smiled nervously,
Okay.
and they started to dance.
Wow.
Samus alleged.
It's really easy.
Really?
Like fishing.
Yeah.
Now they're fishing.
We're fishing now.
And or it's a bad fishing pun. And they danced until it was time to go home.
No!
Tile.
Child!
Tile! I can't read. I need to make my text big.
So bad.
Tile? There's tiles involved now. Until it was time. And Tile, excuse me, it was time to go home. At the end of the night, Samus and Ridley were walking home.
Samus, I love you.
Ridley declared.
Really?
Inquired Samus.
Yeah.
Ridley?
Yeah,
Oh.
Samus.
I'm sorry, I just noticed that's where the straight quotation mark from earlier belongs, at the beginning of that sentence.
Yeah.
Well, no, the whole thing was in quotes, so...
Oh, okay, so it was Samus saying the parts of the narrator saying that Samus was saying this. I got it.
I stole your parts.
Darn it. Ridley?
Yeah, Samus.
I love you too.
Samus disturbed.
With a capital D.
What is she disturbing?
Yeah.
And then in soft movement, the two lovers kissed. But then it was cut short, because Samus had to go home now.
No, it's eSamus. eSamus, like, you know, ebooks, e-trade.
Didn't make the connection to Samus, and all I read Samus, and I was like, who is this?
See you tomorrow, Samus.
Ridley exclaimed.
Damn.
Not Ridley.
I am the luckiest guy in the world, right?
Ooh, a Cliffy. Please review. No, how do you... Please? Whatever.
Please.
Please
I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Just moving on. Next chapter. We're just
So I
gonna...
think the implication is that this is a cliffhanger.
That was definitely...
Not.
That was clearly an expertly written cliffhanger.
What the hell is that?
I thought they were
Not a cliffhanger.
I thought they were talking about Cliffy B, the guy who I don't know, what does he do anymore? Never mind.
Or maybe Cliffy the engineer from Space Quest 5.
Oh.
Oh.
He just showed up as
Not.
they were writing. Okay, so we're moving on to Chapter 2, Sleepover of Surprises, Part 1. Alright, author's notes. Thank you so much for the good reviews. I'm so sorry. So sorry. It took so long to, the number 2, update, but I'll try to write more often now. Okay, I talk too much. Here we go.
Yes, you do.
Sleepover of Surprises Part 1. And as far as I can remember, this is the only part. So, yeah.
Part 1 of 1.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Hooray!
One day, Samus and Ridley and her friends, Ted, Mandy, Robbie, 111, Samus Ridley Forever, 2006, Helen, and Tio Juan were at a sleepover.
Now, there's author self-insertion.
Yes, I was about
And then there's writing your username into your fanfiction.
Yep.
And
there should be a difference, but apparently there's not here.
also, Ted, Mandy, Robbie, Samus Ridley Forever, Helen, and Tio Juan. I don't really pay attention to Metroid, but I don't think these are characters in the game.
I don't either. I know, but
I'm also concerned because Tio is Spanish for uncle,
yes, it is.
so
John. So
Well,
that's
if you read the website, he said that anyone who posted favorable comments got their name into the fanfiction, so it's possible these are all people who gave support to the first incarnation.
Oh.
because I know that happens later, because it actually gets really funny. But
oh, is that how Gerald Ford gets in here?
You liked your fanfic.
Gerald Ford is a huge fan of Metroid fanfiction.
anyways, and may I point out this is a co-ed sleepover.
Ooh.
Who has those?
Ooh.
Scandalous.
Samus,
Very scandalous.
we're off on a business trip, and we're whatever at home, so they could do whatever.
What should we do now?
Samus quiets her friends,
I know.
declared Ted. Let's fight.
Take truth or dare.
Whatever.
Are we all gonna try to
Alright.
read?
Are you gonna try and do it together?
Alright, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
True dat.
Good dad.
Good job, guys.
I think that's one of the best saying things together we've ever had. Samus and Co said. Yeah, Samus and Co said.
I don't know how to play.
Confess to you one. Okay, go. One.
Tio.
One.
Oh wait, does this include Tio Juan? Is he groaning at himself?
That's excellent.
I'm not clear here.
Go for it. Everyone groaned. Then they laughed really loud.
Ha 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 ha.
Ah.
Except 111. Samus Ridley Forever 2006, who was too cool to laugh,
It's real easy.
said Helen, who had been Tio Juan's neighbor and best friend since kindergarten. Helen and Tio Joan
Tio Joan.
Joan secretly like each other, but were always too afraid to tell each other their
Are true felonies?
their true felony.
Tio Juan knocked over a Piggly Wiggly when he was 16?
And I killed someone.
Too afraid.
Okay, this next paragraph needs a big breath before I go into it, because if you notice, there's no punctuation.
You can do it.
Okay.
You can do it.
Good luck.
I got this.
All you have to do is take turns and ask truth or dare, and then the person will choose one, and you have to choose a question for them that they have to answer no matter what. And if they choose a dare, then you choose the dare that they have to do, and it's really funny.
Explained Helen.
Bravo.
Good job. Yeah, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Declared Tio Juan.
Everyone
Everyone
cheered!
cheer.
We're all sheep!
Oh god. Oh, I'm like crying.
Where did these sheep come from?
Oh shoot, we forgot to assign a part. We forgot to assign a part. Who's playing Risley?
Okay.
Joe, you can take it.
Go for it.
How about Samus goes first?
Risley proposed slyly, quotation mark.
Oh, brother.
Samus groaned.
Looks like I'm out of damn luck.
Samus, I don't even know.
Conceded.
He says,
Damn luck.
Truth or dare?
Ridley smiled like a bear.
Truth.
Riddle me this.
Riddled Ridley. I had to process that for a minute.
Have you ever stolen something?
All eyes turned to Samus as she fiddled with her fingers.
Well, there was this one time.
That
Oh,
I
are they
stole the
going to
key.
share their felonies too?
I was thinking
Everyone
that.
shared their felonies except for those two.
Go on.
Yakely stated.
Well, I was at Keaton's General Store, and there was this Green Day CD I wanted, and they didn't have enough money. So, well...
Samus was embarrassed. Ridley expressed himself really loud. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 sighed, rule in her eyes. You and your petty crimes, especially for such a sellout band.
Wow, you're so angsty.
Noticed Ted. Ugh. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 moaned and went back to filing her nails with a nail filer. Everyone laughed really loud. Except 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006, who the joke was directed at.
Who's
I have-
saying this?
I have no idea who's supposed to say this.
That's probably Samus Ridley. Forever.
Okay.
To shift the direction of the joke off of her.
Sure. Okay. I think it's Ted's turn.
I think you missed an okay.
Okay?
Cock.
What the well? Okay, cool, whatever.
Ted replied with a snap. Everyone rolled their eyes and giggled, except for 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006, who was too busy listening to My Chemical Romance on her iPod Nano. Alright. 1, 2, 3.
What do you choose?
Choose. Rock.
Everyone wondered.
Dare!
Ted D-snapped?
What?
What does that mean?
What?
Maybe he put the emphasis on the D?
Ted D-snapped.
Snap.
Snap.
Snapping in the key of D major.
There you go.
There we go, that makes sense.
Well then, Mr. Snappy, let's see you snap at this one.
Was Samu's clever remark. It's not like Shamu, only not. Everyone laughed. except
Well,
111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006, who couldn't hear it because her iPod was too loud.
we're going to spin a bottle, and you have to kiss whoever the bottle lands on.
Oh no!
Ted lamented.
But what if it's Tio Horn?
No. Tio Jown. That's even worse.
Tio Joan!
Twin brother.
Evil twin brother. Well, you have to do it anyway because that's the rule of the game. That's the rules of the game.
Samus affirmed.
I have a bottle.
Mandy made known to the people.
I love the construction of that sentence. Made known to the people. That's very poetic there. I like it.
I think they're just trying to be creative and not use said all the time. Which I respect them for, but it's going a little overboard.
Well, aren't you also... Wait, no, that's not passive voice. Never mind.
The bottle spun around and a runod. And a runod.
Did they try to do that? I really hope they did.
They spun the letters around and around at an Arunda.
That's a good point.
I like that. Until it finally landed on 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006.
Looks like I have to kiss 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006.
Ted announced.
Is this Microsoft TED or something? Like,
Very well. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 hastily agreed to. But this is only for the stupid game. You never have, or ever will, have a chance with me.
ouch.
Yeah, okay.
Ted mentioned, and he sneakily stalked over to 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 and got real close. I'm the only one that's kind of creeped out here.
Yes. No, wait, no, you're not. Sorry, I mean, I am too.
Let's just over with. Then Ted leaned down and gave her a kiss, and everyone... And he tried to put his hands in her hair, but she did not let him, and she slapped him, and it hurt, because she was really strong. In your dreams, blubber brain. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 pose.
Hey, my brain is not made out of rubber.
I pointed out.
I'm not so sure about that.
Robbie snapped back.
Who's Robbie?
What? I don't know. I don't know who's supposed to say that either. I'm guessing it's Ted.
Oh no, I just mean like suddenly this person who I think was mentioned once in the introduction.
That's his only line in this entire
It really is.
fanfiction.
It really is.
He does nothing else.
I was like, well, this is going to be a hard part to cast. Everyone laughed, except 111 Samus Ridley Forever, who didn't think the joke was very funny.
Forgot the 2006.
2006. Oh my gosh. I've obviously been saying the name too much. It's too long.
Are we supposed to say this at the same time, too?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
It's Teal'c's turn.
Turn.
Agreed.
Arg! 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 Arg!
Croaked Tio Juan.
No, I co-racked.
Korak?
You were not listening to my very delicate co-racking. I practiced that. Who
Sorry.
are you?
I'm so sorry.
You co-raked the lawn, like you got all those leaves together with someone else. Sorry.
That's what the leaf raking sounds like. Arg! 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 Arg!
Yes.
Yep.
I chose truth.
Okay, we get to ask one question.
Samus reminded Tio Juan.
What is your deepest, darkest secret?
Tio Juan looked nervous.
I like someone in this room.
That statement brought a lot of commotion because everyone wanted to know who Tio Juan liked, except 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006, who was completely uninterested. I don't know, just take turns with these.
Is it Samus?
Someone take that. This is
Is
what
it Mandy?
Is it 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2000? 2006?
this is what happens when you don't assign characters.
Maybe these are all of Robbie's missing lines.
Actually,
Tio Juan wrapped his arm around Helen, who was sitting next to him, and closed in and gave her a very big kiss. Everyone cheered and clapped their hands.
Yay!
Yay!
Except for 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006, who was downstairs pouring herself a glass of lemonade.
Helen,
Tio Juan said after they were done kissing.
I've always loved you since I met you, but I was too afraid to tell you.
Slow one, I love you too.
I think that's a capital I.
I like reading it as Tilo, kind of like some sort of rap name.
Helen confirmed. And the two lovebirds kissed again, until everyone was to stop, except for 111 Samus Ridley Forever, who wasn't back from getting a soda yet.
She's eating lemonade.
Lemonade soda?
Lemonade soda.
Oh, it's a me. Okay.
Tio Juan shouted.
Let's finish the game.
Okay, if you want me to write, wrong form of write, more, then please review. Who knows what will happen next? Okay.
Comma.
Okay!
Alright, so we're going to move on to Chapter 3. But we're going to do something a little bit different. So I read this Chapter 3, and I decided that it was too tame. It's not, no. And then I found out that the author has a unrated edition on her page. Yeah, so I decided that we're going to read that. I hope everyone's okay with that. But, yeah, it's pretty.
I'm glaring at my screen right now. I hope you know that.
We apologize on behalf of everyone and everything that ever was. We apologize.
So yeah, you'll see. It's, this actually, I'm gonna throw this out there. It actually wasn't my idea. It was, I'm gonna blame Michael for this one. Michael Gray.
Which- Oh, that one.
Who's the one who sent me this.
Hold on.
So, yeah, I'm gonna blame him for this one. So if you guys are mad, be mad at him. Not me. this was not my decision. I just decided to go with it. But, And
we've built this up, and I'm sure that there are going to be people out there who are like, well, that wasn't so bad by the time it's all over.
Oh, definitely, completely. It's not bad at all. I'm just going to throw that out there. I don't think...
It is rated M.
Couldn't find too many differences, actually, between it and the regular chapter. So...
Wait. It says, this is rated M for sexual content, and then right under it says, Samus is pregnant, the unrated edition.
That is not, excuse me, it's praegnant. Praegnant?
I just wanted to point out that it is both rated M and unrated.
Yeah.
I actually didn't.
Well done.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get through this whole thing without laughing, so...
Wait, is that what
Unrated lemonade soda, rated M.
Yes.
Okay,
Alright,
let's go.
are we ready?
I'm
Are we
ready.
ready for all this,
Footage.
Oh, did you get a 20? I heard someone roll a dice.
Oh, that was
Die.
something else falling.
Oh, hold on. I got a 15. Sorry.
Spell again. I'm done.
I got a 2.
Okay, let's just read the story, guys.
Sorry.
By the way, Zebu, that was a hit.
Alright, so this is actually a standalone story. So, Samus is Pregnant, the unrated edition. The original chapter is also called Samus is Pregnant, so it's fine. The summary actually is a little bit different, so I'm going to read that. Samus and Ridley are in love, so apparently there's a new love interest here. I don't know who this Ridley guy is, but whatever. But what happens if they go too far? This is a chapter of Metroid High School. That's the unrated edition. So the full story is there. Rated M for sexual situations. Okay. Hello, people. I received some requests for the extended edition of Samus is Pregnant, so I decided to post it as a standalone story. Also, I will soon post a special of Sleepover of Surprises soon, so be on the lookout. I looked, it's pretty much the same as the chapter, so I don't know. Whatever. This is rated N for sexual content, so do not read unless you are legal and you are old enough. Not just one, you have to be both. Thank you! Like, 5 exclamation points.
I'm legal, so
Yeah.
I can read this.
Yes. Yeah. Samus is Pregnant, the unrated edition. Samus and Ridley had been going out for 6 months now. It was a coincidence,
Coincidence.
What a coincidence.
considering that most teenage relationships exist for 2 months, according to a video.
It's in a video, it must be true.
Everyone was really surprised, because they hadn't expected the relationship to last so long. Not even Same or Riley thought it would last so long, and that says things.
We don't know what kinds of things it says.
Right now, Samus and Riley were at Ridley's house.
What's Riley doing there?
Ridley's parents weren't at home because of a business trip, and Samsu didn't have to be home until 1 o'clock. Right now, it was only 11:30. They were on the couch, and it was quiet.
So, Samus, what do you think of world politics?
Riddle. How would I pronounce it?
Ridley.
Ridley. Made conversely.
Conversely.
Anyway, Ridley, I don't care about things like that.
Samus asserted.
Ah!
Ridley admitted.
What is he admitting?
Yeah.
He's admitting, There was a kind old silence that happens when people don't know what to say to each other in a relationship. But Ridley had something on his mind.
Oh, comma.
Comma chameleon?
Yes.
Samus?
Ridley approached.
Yes, Ridley?
I'm closer now. You know how, well, we've been going out for a long time, longer than the average. Longer than the average couple of a woman and a giant space pterodactyl.
No.
And, well...
Actually, we could be using the version of Ridley from the original Metroid, who wasn't that much bigger than Samus.
Yeah, there we go.
But still a space pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl. I agree. Samus nodded. I'm sorry, I had to read that.
Nodded spelled with a K.
That,
That's how Kremlings nod.
Alright.
Well, you know how, you see...
Ridley seemed unholy. Oh god.
that doesn't even make sense. What's going on? Ridley, I understand what you mean.
How?
Yeah.
Understood.
Samus. I like how Samus understood with her by understanding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Samus, are you sure about?
Ridley started, but it, capital I, was too late. The train had started to rule, and it was impossible to stop. Teen hormones are a problem, and they can lead to more than is bargained for. Samus and Ridley found out the hard way. Samus Young
Sounds so weird.
Yeah.
moved Ridley and kissed him on the lips.
Ooh.
Then
He has lips?
Oh god.
On the beak.
Then Ridley kissed her back. Samus
And almost ate her face off. He's got giant, sharp pterodactyl teeth.
I am not gonna be able to get through this, guys. I think I'm gonna die. Okay. I can do this.
Oh gosh.
Samus then proceeded to take off her clothes so that she was now naked. Ridley did so as well.
I was wearing clothes?
They're in high school, so I hope he wears clothes.
There's just a regular tiny person inside the giant Ridley suit.
Yes. There was a second, because it was awkward to not have any clothes on in front of your significant other.
Significant.
Yeah, that.
As a married person, I can say that this is true. It is awkward to not have any clothes on in front of your significant other.
It is awkward to look at you.
Ouch.
Oh!
Maybe we should move on.
Yeah, let's continue on quickly.
Maybe I should move out.
Oh.
God, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Sarah's fanfiction is tearing us apart!
But, Anna,
Ridley, are you sure about this?
no more comments in the gallery. I'm serious, if you talk, I'm not gonna be able to do it. Shut up. Nothing on it. But Ridley answered by kissing her neck.
So wait,
Samus
Wait. Did we emphasize the first part of this sentence? Because it's
Samus-
wonderful.
Samus-
Noodly. Samus noodly
Yeah.
pondered. Like this is a new adjective we're injecting into the lexicon.
But Ridley answered by kissing her neck. Samus could not take it anymore because there was so much sexual tension. She grabbed Otto, Ridley, and started and started to sex him up.
God damn it.
Oh, my friend just went crazy. Ridley was going insane and could barely handle the pressure. This continued until they broke down all barriers and began to have sexual intercourse. They loved me for 10 minutes.
Love me.
It's not even a verb. But it was over far too quickly that it had started. Too quick for comfort as Samus was soon to learn the hard way.
oh, dun dun dun.
111111111111111.
The next morning, Samus wasn't sure where she was.
Slash.
Then she remembered that she was at Ridley's house.
So that's what they mean by slash fiction.
Yeah,
Uh,
has to be a slash. Then she was in Ridley's bed. Then she noticed that she was naked. Ah! Samus woke up the whole neighborhood.
Neghorbud.
I was still feeling awkward, so I was reading between the lines. Neg for Sure.
It's a Klingon word.
Yes.
Samus, is something wrong?
Ridley noticed as he woke up.
Oh no!
He fearfully exclaimed.
What if
Samus worried. Ridley was cooler and didn't lose his cool.
Loose.
And Loose didn't lose his cool.
Okay, that's still me. Dude, that's okay. Whatever that means.
What does that even mean?
Maybe it was supposed to be dude.
Maybe. Dude.
My
Or maybe it's an abbreviation for don't worry.
Maybe.
We're just abbreviating whole parts of sentences into 2 letters.
No. Okay, don't worry. My friend told me it can't happen the first time, so never worry. It's okay.
Ridley ascertained.
okay.
Seamus tried to convince herself. After all, who doesn't think it could happen? It could happen after just one time. Unfortunately, they were dead wrong. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, etc., etc., etc. It had been some weeks, and Samus was at Helen's house. Mandy and 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 were there too. It was the morning, and Samus was feeling a little sick. The problem was, everyone else was healthy in her friends and family, so it wasn't likely the cold or the cholera.
What? Everyone was healthy in her friends. Are we cutting them open like tauntauns?
Yep.
Well, at least they don't have the cholera.
No, it gets better. Don't make too big of a deal about that yet. It gets better, I promise. Something was up, and Helen was about ready to explode.
Kaboom! Samus, I think we have an emergency.
Helen imploded.
Well, that certainly was an emergency.
Okay, calm down.
Helen's just imploded.
It's fine.
She was the kind of girl.
Samus, we are all worried, but there's only one way to be sure.
Implied, Mandy.
Implied.
But she's saying it, though. It's not implied. Samus looked at her feet.
But where do I get one on those?
Samus speculated. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 broke the silence. I have one. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 made known. She reached in her black handbag and picked up a small wrapper with something in it. Everyone was shrouded in disbelief.
111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006. Why do you have a pregnancy test in your pocket?
A pregnancy test.
Pregnancy test?
Helen posed. Everyone except 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 thought it was a reasonable question. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 rolled her eyes. Dude, I have a life, you know. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 controversially declared, quotation mark.
This just in.
Okay, then.
No, never mind. The moment's passed.
Oh my god.
Helen calmed down. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, that's mine. That's where there should be quotation marks.
In quotation mark.
The only way to be safe is, well, Samus, are you ready?
Helen cried. Samus was not ready, but it was the only way she could be safe.
Okay.
Samus decided.
It's time.
One.
Oh, the one.
Just a 1.
One.
Just one?
One. Just one, and I just said one, so I think I've covered this accurately. Samus was in Helen's bathroom. She couldn't believe this was happening. If. No, she wasn't going to think about it. Samus tried to calm down, but it was too hard. Only 2 minutes. 1 more minute. Samus held her breath and took a look.
Oh no. Oh no.
Samus dissented.
Say it ain't so.
It ain't so!
Yay!
One.
Too many ones.
One. Just for good measure. Somewhere in the town, a phone was ringing. It was Ridley's cell phone. Ridley picked it up.
Hello?
Ridley answered. He was confused. because on the other end of the phone, there was silence. Then he heard Samus say 4 words that would change her life.
Ridley, I'm pregnant.
That's 3 words, just...
So pregnant.
No, the 4th word was the period at the end of the sentence.
Oh.
Or the ... in the middle, I guess. That could work, too. Thanks, guys. Metroid High School is on a short break for right now.
Hey,
And after I actually do it with a straight face, you guys start laughing, and then I laugh.
Sorry, I pulled back because I thought the story was over.
But it'll be back soon. Thanks to all fans like Cervantes and Game Dude and Metroid 13. Love ya.
Cervantes.
Cervantes?
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. What kind of name is that? 111 Samus Ridley for the 2006. P.S. If you are new, this story is part of Metroid High School, another story I'm writing. The story continues there. So now we're going to switch back to the original story and continue with Chapter 4, which,
Composure. Oh, goodness. I read the title.
Chapter 4. Like, So, here we go. Hello, everyone. Wow, my voice is wrong there. Max, you so much for the reviews. I love you all. Pet for Hunter001, who was so mean. Anyway,
Oh man, we are so on the so mean list. We apologize.
I hope she never finds this. Anyway, this chapter is kind of a mystery and a conspiracy, so hang tight. Chapter 4, The Cholera Conspiracy. No, wait, that was wrong.
I thought no one had the cholera.
What's a conspiracy?
You thought wrong.
Or a conspiracy?
Ridley could not believe it. In fact, he originally suspected conspiracy, but
It's pronounced conspiracy.
that's conspiracy.
No, that's actually how the word is spelled, but it's pronounced conspiracy.
Go with that. But it was much more than he could expect. He'd bitten off far too much to chew, and now no conspiracy for you.
It's conspiracy. I'm sorry. Do not use this as a learning tool.
Yeah, everyone.
Are you referencing something, Nathaniel?
If I am, I don't know.
Okay, because that's what they said in Secret of Monkey Island. Conspiracy. Haha.
Oh, was it?
They're
Oh,
pirates.
remember that?
Uh,
Arr!
Ha ha ha.
could
Anyway, sorry.
situation he landed himself in, or could it? 11111111111.
Samus.
Whatever. Some person with 2 A's in their name was at Dr. Bannis's office to have her baby checked. She was worried because she had never been pregnant before.
No, that's just pregnant.
Pregnant?
Pregnant. There's an extra
Pregnant.
E. Pregnant. Maybe it's pregnant. I've made a discovery. It's pregnant. Ridley had told her not to worry, and that it would all work out. But Samus couldn't help but feel that Ridley was hiding something from her. Little did she know that there was a surprise on the horizon.
Even though she was suspecting one.
Yeah.
Samus, there is a problem.
Dr. Bannis addressed. Samus was not amused.
What
It
is it?
seems that there is a...
Sorry.
Samus
I'm so sorry. I'm off the podcast.
It's okay. We forgive you this once. Samus cautiously gandered.
It seems that there is a repercussion of your sins.
That was creepy.
I'm sorry. That was like my awful attempt of Dr. Hibbert from The Simpsons. Clearly, I need to go back to voice acting school.
Dr. Bannis scolded. This is my favorite line. Samus was shocked by the lack of religious toleration in the establishment. Like, that's the pretty much exact opposite, of what it is.
What seems to be the issue?
Samus countered as she narrows her eyes.
I don't know how to say this, but you've got...
Samus held her breath and could not believe what she heard next. It was a tragedy in the making, and she was the protagonist.
the cholera.
Not just any cholera.
The cholera. It is an Italian.
Now, does she have the cholera and is also pregnant, or does she just have the cholera.
So this is what I think. Gathered
The
from
baby's name is the cholera?
I think
The doctor's renamed her child.
this brilliant author is under the impression that cholera is an STD. I sincerely think that is the case.
Isn't it?
No.
I think you could probably transmit it sexually, like...
No, it's by eating contaminated foods that have been contaminated with human waste.
Yeah. So anyway,
Like E. coli?
Like
Along
cholera.
those lines.
Sorry.
Anyways.
We learned something today. Good job, everyone.
we do know for sure that it's not an STD. 111111111.
I do want to say that I do, again, like the poetic structure of the line that preceded the cholera, that whole tragedy in the making, and she was the protagonist. That I like that.
Yeah, A for effort. A for effort, definitely. Samus fell on her bed and was broken.
Wait, what about all the 111s? Did we do those?
11111.
We did the 111s.
Oh, did we? I'm sorry, I'm off the podcast.
Okay. All right, you have one more
Strike two.
Just one more. Samus fell on her bed and was broken into tears.
Oh, that was like in X-Men 2, like the senator, right? Who just like breaks into water at the end. Like it was cool.
So I guess that's the end of the story then.
Yeah, goodbye, everyone. Good podcast.
I'm just kidding, there's more. It was impossible. It was impractical. There was no way it could have happened, but it did. Samus was crying because her life was ruined by the cholera. There was another reason, because Ridley had to have gotten the cholera from someone else, and Ridley had never mentioned anything of the sort. It was a mystery, and Samus was trying to find out.
Actually, she's crying. She's not doing much of anything.
11111111111, etc.
Wait, that was too many. There's one less than the last one.
That's true.
-1.
Yes, thank
Okay,
you.
we're good.
Alone through that time, Helen decided to give her friend a call. She was worried because Samus had just experienced her first pregnancy. Now we're back to that exam. And it was time to hear the results. Samus' phone rang, and she picked it up.
Oh,
Quickly,
it's
to the Samus phone!
Samus.
Hello?
She inquired the person on the receiving line. Receiving is spelled wrong.
Receiving.
Siving.
I before E, especially after C.
Been sounding like Dave, neighbor. A week of some holidays and all throughout May, and you'll always be wrong no matter what you say.
I'm impressed.
What if I say the next line? Will I be wrong?
Not
Samus,
bad.
how did it go?
Helen grilled her girlfriend.
Oh,
Colin.
that's unfortunate.
Now the
Tasty with onions and shish kebab.
Yum.
Helen, there was a surprise.
Samus tearfully made known to her peer.
Is it a good surprise?
Helen hoped for the best. Samus paused to catch her cool and composure.
Helen, I have.
Say it.
The cholera.
She declared with vengeance.
Oh,
Wow, with vengeance.
Vengeance.
Oh my goodness.
the cholera.
There we go.
Alright. Oh!
Exclaimed Helen with a scream of the gods. It couldn't be. Then, maybe.
Samus, there might be something you should know. 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006. She has the cholera too.
Bum bum bum.
Samus hung up the phone. The Samus song, by the way, reminder. She was in disbelief. It made sense. But it couldn't be true. It was too much of a conspiracy for the truth. Or was it? 11111111111. Yeah. All that stuff. For the third time, a phone had rang. Oh god, I don't even know how to pronounce that.
Erdiley!
Riley.
Erdiley!
Cautiously picked it up, not knowing the full life consequences on the other end. It was Samus. She was disappointing.
Ridley, have you had an affair with 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006?
Samus scorned. Ridley.
I shuddered. I'm sorry. I shuddered to think of the kinds of affairs that people are having that are spreading cholera.
I don't even. Let's not even give the listeners time to consider that and just move on.
You're moving on.
Ridley was backed into a corner. It was time for this conspiracy.
Samus, a long time ago, before you and I were a pair.
Months ago.
111, Samus Ridley Forever 2006. And I, well,
I'm sorry for cutting that off. Samus was embarrassed.
Ridley, you should have told me. Now I have the cholera. I can't believe you.
I split Samus.
You need to be
Is she
laughing when you say that.
I was too much to handle.
Is that why Ridley moved on to another girl?
Well, that is her.
It is her, yeah. So it makes sense.
Samus,
Started Riley before he was cut off by his scorned girlfriend.
Save it.
Samus delivered with dark passion.
I need time.
Time. Sorry, it was
I like
kind of
that.
a short chapter, but I have big surprises coming soon. By
Don't
the way,
worry, it felt like a millennium.
I'm looking for people as secondary characters in the next few chapters. If you want to be included in the story, just send a review and put the name you want me to use in the story. This is going to be so cool. Until next time, A/N, which means author's note, review R&R, exclamation points. Oh, God.
Just as a creative person myself, I want to acknowledge that there is this enthusiasm and energy about this thing that this person has created, and yes, we are tearing it apart, but I'm pleased that there's some pride in this person's work.
Yeah, that's what I said, A for effort. I mean, I like, they're I don't even know, but
They're trying.
definitely not anywhere near the worst one we've read. I think it's not terrible, except for they need proofreading and
Lots and lots.
lots of proofreading and get a beta.
And
But
fact checking.
yeah, just fact checking was good. All right, so
Cholera.
I failed the cholera test yesterday because of this story.
chapter 5, the Dark Surprise. Is that correct pronunciation? Do you think?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Surprise. All right. Hi, people. Thank you, everyone, for all the reviews and not the flame. Grr. Also, thanks for
I'm upset about this.
Sorry.
dedicated to. This scene will be long, so RR. Also, I learned some tricks from a poetry conference I went to in Skull, so I spice things up with words.
Oh dear.
Oh boy. I remember this being a great chapter.
Oh, I'm reading ahead, and oh my goodness.
Chapter 5, The Dark Surprise. Time. 3 weeks had passed in the cholera conspiracy, and for Samus, it was just the beginning. Dark lights had confused her soul. It was a burden she could not comprehend. She sat in her bed, grasping the straws that had come loose. Straws that poising the water of life. Lightness. Darkness.
She means strings. I think she means strings.
No idea. Samus could not understand the fellings that gripped her apart over the 3 weeks. Forces were turning her away, but it was a force that could not be explained with the words. Grip was squeezing her like a lemon, the real kind.
Not the soda lemons.
It was like a dream, only this time it was for real. Fake. Reality.
Juxtaposition.
It's not acting like a change. And she could not get not now, not like the past. She knew she still was loved, but there was something that was impossible to ever go back. Temporary. Longevity? That's hard.
I see where the school came in.
I definitely see it. All of a sudden, Samus screamed. She wanted to scream. Ah! She was losing control over her conscious. I guess that's, I don't know. And there was a new force rising. It was like Samus, only it was dark Samus instead. She could barely fight to take over her actions, and she was weird or something. It was impossible to know what would happen next, until it happened.
What?
Cholera.
This was her the cholera.
It's just colorized. Maybe it's, like, downgraded. But soon she knew it could not contain confession, possession, obsession.
By Calvin Klein.
It sounds like a... One.
I don't think this is how cholera works.
Even if it actually was an STD, which it's not, I don't think it would work this way. But
Maybe it's space pterodactyl cholera.
maybe. That would make sense.
Except it doesn't at all.
Yeah. Ridley knew there was a crisis, and he was meeting at his house. There was also Ted, Robbie, Tia Juan, and Smiley, the new kid. The tension was emergency, and it was about to implode.
Not more implosions.
Oh, goodness. Okay, hold on. It's in all caps.
Prepare yourself.
What am I going to do?
Detonated Ridley.
Dude, calm down. It's all cool.
Smiley conformed.
I'm not so sure that's a great assuage.
Ted confusingly used vocabulary that not everyone knew.
I think that's the subtitle of this podcast right there.
The author confusingly uses vocabulary.
So I think it's that schooling that they were talking about, the class.
The poetry session
Yeah.
thing? Okay, we'll go with that.
Okay, everyone. We need not to panic, and we need to think of a better way to make this... Oh, there we go. That's more like the voice I wanted to use. Okay, everyone. We need not to panic, and we need to think of a solution.
Tia Juan dictated. Everyone was quiet, and they all thought about the problem. It was quiet conundrum, and there was not a solutoint. Hat. Everyone.
Oh, hat everyone.
I'm reading like word by word here. Could think of. Samus was not forgiving, and especially she was acting strange, like she was becoming dark. That's very astute.
Foreshadowing.
Ridley did not like to think about this, and he didn't. Little did he know that this was much more to think than he thought.
Yep.
Moving on.
If I was you, I'd apologize to the girl and say I'm sorry.
Because those are different things.
Yep.
People agreed with this, but Ridley was not so cleverly amused.
Because he wasn't people.
Exactly.
Oh, goodness. But, what would I do?
What?
I'll read it in a non-voice. But, when would I do?
Ridley contended. 1, 2, 3.
Tomorrow!
Oh, I'm not even here.
Yes, Sam, she's not here. Everyone on Benny Hughes. And it was agreed. But little did the meeting know that there was a new darkness on the horizon. Darkness.
Darkness.
1. It was a day at Metroid High School. And good. That's good. At least it's not night. And things were bright and sunny. It was like the day that Ridley asked out Samus, but it was not that day ago.
It's not that day ago. Alright.
Ridley was ready to apologize. But something was strange. There was a crowd, spelled like cloud, with an R, and Ralphie wanted to see what the commotion was. It turned out there was a new kid, and he wore a black cloak with some chain, and he had blue hair that was natural, that he didn't dye. And then dye spelled like death.
Blah.
He didn't...
At least we
Just
know
so
his
you
hair
know,
didn't die and turn
He
a
didn't
color.
die right there. Just like Helen imploded and Ridley died right there.
And he walked. He was hot, and he had a bad ass.
What? Yikes. Yikes.
He had a bad ass.
Wow.
Not he is a bad ass. He had it. When someone asked him what his name was, he said it was Cervantes. Oh wait, that's you.
Wait, is it me? Because I mean, what? Okay.
Say it.
Cervantes!
Ridley engraved in stone. It's a good thing he was able to do that. That's
I have sharp claws.
good thing there was stone around. It was a name he never knew, but he would never forget. You see, there was a problem that was right around the corner, and Ridley could not bargain for the future. Samus was on a chair, being angsty, and Cervantes thought that she was her type. He sat down next to her and began to woo her with his color.
He's changing color right now.
No, see, Samus is still 8-bit in this story, but he's got 16 bits of color. Impressive.
Yes.
Hello.
Cervantes began.
Hi.
Returned Samus.
You look very beautiful and you're angsty.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah.
Beautiful.
You look very beautiful. Beautiful. And you're angsty.
Cervantes related.
I'll see you around.
Samus was amazed by this man. He thought he was beautiful. Was angsty good? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. That was pretty good. Samus was battling herself, and she almost missed the boat. What boat?
A boat that'll take her home from school.
Yeah.
Think a lot to this later, but not later, as she decided. 1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1-1.
Okay.
Yeah. Inside her head, there was another battle. Samus against Dark Samus. Cholera against Samus. It was a battle.
The goddamn cholera.
And no, is that in Metroid?
Sergeant? I think it's supposed to be
Sergeant.
Sergeant? Okay.
Oh, because of battle.
Oh, yeah. Could explain the situation. It was too late. Too late. Too late. Yes, that was there 3 times.
My eyes kept getting wider as you said that.
1-1-1-1-1-1-1, whatever. Too many ones. It's just like the 5 minutes later thing from the very first.
Yes.
After school, Samus was confronted.
Do they allow that in school?
It was anticipated. The day had been very long, and he was ready to make up for the problems he had created. But with Samus,
I'm sorry.
I'll die apologized to little effect.
It's too late for love.
Samus deflated his balloon.
Balloon.
Ridley was out of his mind.
But what are you two?
Wait. What are you two? Wait, no.
What are you two?
What are you two talking about?
It's like the poor man's YouTube. You too.
You two.
He disillusioned.
Ridley, I'm Cervantes' girlfriend now.
Samus shocked the populace.
The entire town.
And I'm shocked by the proper use of apostrophe there.
It's true.
Yeah.
Of all the places.
Actually, no, we just learned this in English. That's not right.
No?
Actually, if there are multiple Cervantes, then yes, that's correct.
Plural now. Because it's singular, there should be another S. Nice try.
Well, you can do it either way.
Yeah.
But we're nitpicking.
Time stood still. I'm an author. That's what I do. Time stood still, but kept going for Ridley.
Oh, goodness.
I would think that would be the other way around.
Yeah.
Okay. This was impossible to comprehend. What the hell?
But Samus, what about?
But Ridley was cut off because Cervantes came out of the door and dared with debonair.
Fancy. Goodbye.
Samus ultimated, and Ridley was left alone in the cold. Too old. Too cold.
Oh, goodness, I'm cold-blooded. This is awful.
One times, like, 20-something. 30-something.
That's still 1.
Yes. Is that me or Samus?
I think it's supposed to be me.
Okay, go for it then.
Ah!
Samus fought with Dark Samus for control. She could not believe she dumped her boyfriend, but it was too late. Or not.
Dark Samus, you suck.
Bad mouth, Samus.
Ooh!
Ouch.
You have to use an evil voice. Use your evil voice.
Little girl. The cholera will soon devour you, and I will control your body.
Dark Samus snapped back. Samus snarled at her opponent and continued the battle that would determine
Kids look
So
out.
determined.
Oh goodness.
This is
I scroll down, and there's just 11111s everywhere, and I don't know where we are.
Cervantes and Samus went to many places that were cool, like Hot Topic, and other places that angsty, cool people chill. They ate some things, but the date was over pretty quick, then it had started. Samus remembered her first date with Ridley, but Dark Samus was in control, and there was no stopping the lust.
Let's go to my house.
Cervantes proposed. Why is everyone proposing to Samus? Samus was weary of this request, but she was overcome with passion and was battled by the cholera her good judgment. There was nothing to do now, just hope.
I hope I never get cholera.
I was gonna say.
Sounds awful.
I just want to warn all the kids out there who are reading that this is what STDs are like.
You know, because at Ridley's house, Ridley was depressed. He had screwed up his relationship, and now he was listening to depressing music. He was afraid that he might become emo, and it was likely. More likely than he could think. He was also thinking about darker things. Darker things than becoming emo? It wasn't true. No, it was. No, it wasn't. This was Ridley's battle, and he had things to overcome as well, if he could. Like the ones, he has to overcome those.
Oh, goodness.
One. Samus was naked and passionate, just like long ago. But it was different, because it wasn't Ridley, it was Cervantes. She was exploding in lust, but she... Why is everyone exploding?
Or imploding.
Yeah, or
Yes.
they're blowing up in some manner. But she kept feeling that it was wrong, but Dark Samus was in control. There was little she could do. This day had been a mind blow. And seriously, and it was only going to get worse from here, she knew. As Samus fell asleep in the surf.
Wow.
Murky thoughts cloud her mind. Dark, light, Ridley, Cervantes, love, lust, redemption.
Those are all in italics, by the
Those
way.
are all in italics.
In case you're not reading along.
This chapter is dark, but good. I have another on the way, so don't worry. And R&R, if you please. Thanks to everyone whose name I used, and if you want your name used, just tell me. Hope you like LOL.
I like to think it's hope you liked LOL.
So, chapter 6 of 8. This is actually a prequel chapter, so we totally just dropped that plot line like a hot potato, and move on to this different plot line.
Or move back, I guess.
I guess move back, because this is a prequel chapter. Hello everyone! A lot has happened since...
Sinek.
Snack. That makes so much more sense. Duh. The last time I wrote MHS. Thank you for everyone has reviewed it. I love you all. This chapter is going to different, and what happened before Samus meets Ridley, like a prequel, LOL. Put that in the chapter name. I was thinking of Nick, and I realized...
Relays. It's like malaise.
Okay. That not much has actually happened in high school, so I decided to have just such that. I might have another chapter like this, but don't worry, you'll find out what happened with Samus and Ridley real soon. I don't know how I put another real in there. Also, please sign up for help making Ridley Samus canon. I know people say communies don't care about petitions, but what about women's rights?
Women's rights. Solely claimed by the use of petition.
That's the only thing.
Go to sign up, please, and make difference.
You know, it just occurred to me, maybe that's why Samus freaks out so much when she sees Ridley and other M, is because she's having flashbacks to this fanfiction.
Discovered something. This chapter is dedicated to Game Dude, who inspired me to write more, and my boyfriend Cervantes, whom I'm in love. Okay. Okay, no talk. Read. Anyways, chapter 6. Samus joins the football team. Parentheses, prequel 1. No end parentheses.
This entire story is in parentheses.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Because it's like a little bit of backstory.
What kind of ring, bing?
The shit?
Samus Aran woke from slumber and realized the clock was broken. It was late for school. The clock was late, not Samus.
Yeah.
What is this word?
It's It's supposed to be phazon, which doesn't really even work as an expletive, but it's not spelled that way. So it's even less accurate.
Just guess.
Ayo's. I'm late for tests.
Samus qualmed as she dressed from her clothes.
So, wait, dressing from her clothes. Going from one clothes to another.
Yes. Samus is not the kind of girl who obsesses over clothes and popular songs, so she did not worry about appearances, even though she was still pretty smoky hot. At least Ridley. LOL.
Wait, what?
Don't think about that too hard. Keep going.
Late again, is C.
Nip quipped, Mrs. Chozo. Samus is adopted. Her parents were killed for an unknown reason. I'm sorry. Like in games.
What did that have to do with anything?
It was just
Because I think
backstory.
Miss Chozo's supposed to be like her mom.
Is it? I thought she was the teacher. Oh, wait.
No.
No, that's
Oh, she's
somewhat
not at
different.
school yet. Okay, sorry.
No time for talks, ma'am. I must catch the bell.
Samus average teen. And
What? What?
Must Chozo. And
We're average teening all over the place.
Dust and Eden forgot her lunch.
What are we going to do with you?
Sarcasm to the missus. She turned on midwife shows like Dr. Phil and Judge Alex and what? Rhetoric?
Rhetorist.
Rhetoric? I was like, I think they're going for rhetoric. That's not how you spell it. With Sudoku, not suicide. Okay, I think they were thinking of seppuku here, but
I don't know,
Yeah.
I think Sudoku is a form of suicide.
is it suicide? I did not know that.
I'm joking.
Journey song.
Don't stop!
It's like the transition.
Yeah, and then a bunch of ones. That kind of took the awesomeness out of the Journey song. But okay.
There's not as many ones as there are usually.
Yeah, that's good. That's a step up. Out of breath, Samus stealthed into homeroom in time, so her nun teacher, Mother Brain, would not notice, and succeeded, just like in Metroid Fusion.
Mother Brain wasn't even in Metroid Fusion.
Maybe it was the stealthing that was supposed to be in Metroid Fusion.
Okay, Mother Brain. I'm sorry, but all I can picture is the brain from Pinky and the Brain in, like, a nun's habit.
That's cool. That is a beautiful picture. She sat down next to her friend Amy, who was as pretty as Samus, and had light red hair that spark red in sun. Amy was
Sparkle
pink.
cred. There's an L in there.
Sparrow cred.
Sparkle, whatever. Amy was kinda obsessed with fantasy stuff, and was obsessed with dragons, and Harry Potter, and Aragon, and stuff. They were just in time for announcements.
And now the news!
Casted Principal Gunpei Koi.
Today there are football trying-outs for every sex, even girls!
What
As
other
though we
sex
have
do
more
you have?
options.
In case you weren't sure what we meant by every.
Classroom giggled about the word he'd said, but Sam was intrigued. Football was a sport for boys, but what about girls? After all, Amelia Armstrong made it clear that girls could do things as boys. Wait, what? She doesn't do anything as a boy.
Earhart.
Amelia Armstrong, the first woman to set foot on the moon.
So why Sam?
No, Amelia Armstrong was the
Step
first
for
person to
woman.
fly around the moon.
Oh, thank you, yeah, sorry. Solo, yeah.
Also, girls can only do things as boys.
Yeah.
They can do things as long as they're boys.
So why not Samus, who was pretty damn good at the ball?
Danum,
Dan-
like Danimals.
N's and M's look the same. Dan, good at the ball.
Also, Crane and gang, please no more of the hazing or suspension will ensue.
Rubber Samoed, Principal Yokoi.
That was my best rubber stammoing. I practiced that too.
That was good.
All is all.
Alright. All of Samus's girlfriends, not the love kind. Girls can be friends, not gay.
Well,
Talking
thank
about
you.
boys and hot
At least
and
we had that clarified.
Okay, we're talking about boys and hot and music. But Samus was phased because she was thinking about football.
Earth to Psalms!
Randy levied.
Do you agree that Noxus is the hottest than ever Zac Efron and Ted Emanuel?
Oh,
Well,
goodness.
yeah, whatever.
Samus coldly brushed and strode off for practice. Okay, all the girls. 1, 2, 3.
What's her knit?
What's her knit?
I think I'm the girl, right?
Jenny's the only person to respond to the all the girls line.
Well, I was playing Mandy,
I did
right?
it too.
Yeah, I know, you were supposed to do it, Jenny.
Okay.
That would have been really awkward.
I'm the only...
It was all the girlfriends could wonder as Samus strolled down the halls and signed UO for practice. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. When Smouse signs up for trying football, an unexpected whatever, of peer pressure happens.
I hate unexpected harassments of peer pressure.
Pre-sewer?
Oh, pre-sewer. Pre-sure? Pre-sure.
Pre-sure, it's pre-sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, Samus is joining the football team.
Is Kraid like a snake, but with every letter?
Yeah.
Gang. They also make fun of Samus for parts of girls that are not to be spoken.
Unexpectable!
Where's Mother Brain? Since she was done and was not tolerant of jokes.
Oh goodness, that wasn't even a typo.
But it was too late because everyone was laughing at Samus for being a girl for football. Even her girlfriend sniggered a tad snavely. Samus was running away, but she heard a voice that sounded shady, but well-meaning.
So wait. They're all making fun of her for being a girl, but they're all wacky aliens.
Yeah.
Kraid and the gang. Psst! You! I have a solution.
About the voice. Samus looked, and it was Trace, a kid that seemed he was more into sketchy than into...
What? If you want help, you'll need to talk to the gang dude.
Trace commanded.
Take me.
What? Take me. Sorry.
Submiss.
Missed Samus. That just makes it better. So was kind of worried that the situation might turn into peer pressure, and even drugs, but with Ager's help for football. 1, 1, 1.
You know, the only kind of drugs that come out of peer pressure are like catnip.
Oh, that was the room she was
I
taking
get it.
was secret, and not even a teacher could find it. There were computers and monitors everywhere the eye could see, with darkness, and even some things that kids shouldn't sell or do in school. In the middle, I don't even want to know what that means. In the middle was a figure in a swivel chair that was facing the other side.
Well,
Wheel?
what do we have?
Why live this around the game dude? No one who knew his name, but he was sort of like the king, or puppet master, or mafia at school.
The entire mafia.
Whenever there was a trouble, he was sure a safe bet. Trace sly smiled.
Our girl here has a bit of trouble fitting in on football and needs some help from underground.
Trace blazoned. The game dude took a bit of description at Samus and nodded and swiveled away.
Ah, Samus.
He dictated.
You've been quite a help to me in the past, like when you beat up Kraid when he owed me money. I may be able to help you out. I'm stroking my chin as I'm doing this.
Wait, I thought
I
this
can
guy
hear
was
that.
the mafia. Why did he need Samus to beat him up?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like other mafia guys?
Well, no, it
No,
said
I
that
am
he
the
is the
mafia.
mafia. Yeah.
Why didn't he beat him up? Samus was Puck's little bit.
However, can it work?
She pondered aloud. The game dude amused.
Disguise.
You know what the
Because
bad
no-
part is? I can't even tell what words are spelled correctly or not anymore.
No, me neither.
I have it open in Microsoft Word, so I see little red squiggles everywhere.
I should have done that. There were many people who were trying out at football, and practice was about to begin. What about Samus?
What about Samus?
All of a sudden, a boy.
What? Sorry.
What?
No, all of suddenly.
All of suddenly, a boy with a metal suite, even with a helmet and arm cannon. Okay, I just want to point out that when they were talking in the last chapter in their author's note, or this chapter or something, about making Samus Ridley canon, they used the incorrect form of canon, and they used that form of canon here.
So, like, they want to launch Ridley and Samus out of a cannon, like on a
And they
battlefield?
want to make the arm canon.
Like canonical.
Here's
Yeah.
here's the thing though, like I guess I was picturing Samus this entire time sort of somewhere in between normal clothes and Zero Suit.
Yeah, me too.
And so I'm just wondering, like, is she normally wearing the full body armor?
God knows.
And just that, like, this time she looks like a boy in the body armor.
Everyone was surprised because they did not recognize the figure. Oh no, yeah, recognize the figure. And they thought the suit was down. But then Coach Houston came in and started the practice.
Coach Houston? Like the non-canonical guy from the Super Metroid comics who was supposed to be the dude in the blue suit that's, like, dead before Kraid's lair? Like that Houston?
Who knows?
I've played too much Metroid and know lots of things about games. I was excited.
Okay, everyone, it looks like to begin. Since
Try to read this, Jetty. I will give you a high five if you can read this next sentence without laughing.
I'm trying. I think it's too.
You can do it.
Deep breaths.
Hey, think about what I had to read.
Since there are
Good
no
ass
girls, it looks like we can talk about sex and man stuff.
Coach Houston womanized. Since boys are pigs, especially teens, everyone laughed loud and made sounds, except for Samus, who was trying to fit in and not seem uncomfortable.
You in the metal suit. What are your name and what the heck?
Houston profaned. Samus shuffled her fet.
Her Boba Fett?
Her fet.
Going between the Boba and the Django.
Yeah.
My name is Justin Bailey, and I have to have this suit because I'm allergic to pollutants and, like, global warming.
Muttered Samus.
Suck, liberal.
Murmured Houston.
Okay, anyway, take positions and play the ball.
Everyone took positions. Samus decided to be a run backer. Adam Malovich was the quarterback. Weevil, Spire, and Kraid were linbacks, and Kai Hunter and Candon were a wide retriever.
Single.
There were others, but unimportant. The game went well, and Samus was a star. Even Adam, the quarterback, was impressed.
Hey, Justin, we should hang sometime. You seem cool.
Adam accepted her. He did not know Samus was a girl, but how would anyone?
Okay.
Samus' gruff voice masked, and was excited that Adam thought she was cool. Wow!
Mr. Bailey, please come to my office.
Sin fumbled. Samus was still in the power suit and went inside. There was Football's trophy, and a portrait of Gary Ford on the wall. Author's note, A.N. My friend explained that Gary Ford was offered to be in the NFL, but decided to run for president instead. I don't know about history, but hey, not bad.
Justin.
So do we see where we're going with this? Just saying, they talk about Gary Ford the whole time. And then in the last chapter, Gerald Ford's gonna show up with, like, no introduction at all. It took me forever to realize where that came from. I had to go back and read again.
Justin, you seem to be good at football.
The coach complimented.
Maybe you'll be the NFL or even a lawyer.
You will be the NFL.
They can team up with the Mafia.
Yeah. I've got a doctorate.
In football.
Samus white-eyed. She left the coach and ran to change out of the power suit that was sweaty. She took a shower and then went to sleep. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. The next day, there was a big game. The team was training, and Adam was taking time to know Samus or Justin.
So, Justin, you must be new to MHS.
Adam keenly observed. Samus was nervous, but nodded.
That's cool. If you need any help, just call and I'll assist. Any objections, lady?
Adam covenanted.
I see.
Thanks, Samus. Time for the game. The game started, and everything did good. Samus did as well as Peyton Brady, and was an accession to the team. They were losing only 23-22 at the last 30 seconds. The ball was thrown to Samus, and she touched down, but only one problem. The helmet came off.
I don't think those are scores you can get in
I don't
football.
either. I was trying to figure that out.
Maybe 23, but...
But 22 is kind of a
No,
stretch.
wait, no.
22.
It's space football!
It's football.
Everyone was shocking.
Oh, girl!
Crooned Kraid and his gang, and Samus was embarrassed. Houston was freaking out because of the girl on team, but Adam stood in shock.
Justin, you're Samus? Did I give
Yours?
you permission to become Samus?
It's yours, Samus.
Not my Samus.
Just-
Your Samus.
Okay, Samus was embarrassed.
You're fired!
Huston. I can't read anymore, guys.
Houston.
It's too much. But Adam stepped in.
If Shess fired, I'm fired.
Adam is your quotation mark.
What are the, huh?
Let's keep it coming. You had to give in because of civil rights amendment
Right.
and the law. But there was still a problem.
Wrong one. Wrong one.
I don't
Is
know.
this me?
Wait, wrong one.
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, okay. But Samus, there's only one room for the shower and...
Samus was choked for 2 seconds and was almost embarrassing. But then she decided that, hey, girls can do anything as boys, even showering. Everyone clapped for the first girl ever to play football in Metroid High School, and she was awarded by Principal Yokoi for her attendance.
Perfect attendance, completely unrelated to football.
Who knows? Maybe a championship. And as for Adam, well, it might be love. Conceivably. That part was
Partially bold-faced word.
Well, I think it was supposed to be conceivably, jumping back to the pregnant thing earlier.
oh god, I didn't even think about that.
That's too clever for us. We are not smart enough for this fan fiction.
Okay, thanks for reading, and remember to review and sign the petition. Also, please read my internet boyfriend stuff, especially the Warhammer thing and his favorite Pirates of the Caribbean freight train confessions.
What?
As always, please tell me if you want to be in the story, and you will. Or soon, RR.
Yeah, the Caribbean Freight Train Confessions.
I'm afraid to look it up.
I am too.
Hey, 2 more chapters, guys.
Oh, goodness.
7. Election Insurrection.
You just chose that because it rhymed.
Okay. Hello! Okay, I'm so sorry that I took so long to write again. Thanks for everyone staying the course and remembering the story. That's so cool. 52 reviews. Even bads are good.
We're saved!
Okay,
We're off the bad list, guys.
Oh no, this is why I thought this was funny. Okay, lots of things happened since last time, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's been a time. Cervantes and I aren't internet dating, only friends now.
Aww.
But we're still happy, and it's pretty cool. He still wants people to read things, and he's going to have new stuff soon, so check it or out. Also, I've taken new classes, like special English, to learn new words, and even make some up. My
Oh,
friend,
boy. This is turning into Dr. Seuss, isn't it?
I'm thinking about red white making up words.
my friends made a new law that we can't use said stuff anymore in our stories, so there's more spice and less crap, if you catch the... Also, I've learned more politics and understanding from Cervantes, so there will be referencing to today's issue, if you notice, because they're hidden.
What?
This chapter is dedicated to Sir Sarcasm, because you're not being real and mean. The joke's on you because you wrote a nice review, even though you're mean. So ha!
So wait, so this is the current politics of 2006, I guess? It says published 2006, but it also says updated 2009.
Somewhere in
So-
2008, maybe? Politics? I'm guessing.
Came back to fix some typos in 2009.
Add some typos.
Alright, chapter 7. Election Insurrection. I think that's Mrs. Chozo, even though there's no quotation mark.
Samus Aran, what the heck? You shouldn't swear at your children.
Mrs. Chozo freaked out at the teen. Samus had powers, but not mind control, so she couldn't figure out the deal. Unfortunately, the deal was clear because Samus had a D in Goiro, and Chozo was a major.
Samus, this is unacceptable under this house. You must succeed. Or what are you giggling about?
Under this house.
You
Alright.
must succeed or there will be capital punishment.
That's
Jesus.
issues they were talking about. That's right? Yeah, I don't know that much about government. Samus' de facto mom
Then getting
sketched.
Oh, I think capital punishment is our topical piece of the chapter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know. Samus wanted to be a teen and dissent and eye roll, but she was afraid of her legal guardian. I would be too. She's threatening capital punishment. And didn't want to make moves that would make things mad. Or she wouldn't be able to go to the mall with Helen and Mandy anymore. And what about even boys?
And also
What about odd
capital
boys?
punishment.
Okay, I'll think of something. I'll think of something.
Samus casual. Cat.
I like how we can just use adjectives as verbs now.
As she ran off to classes, leaving Chozo Mom in a dust bowl.
Mom?
Oh, goodness.
minorities.
Chozo backslash. That's another issue, I bet.
I didn't even think of that. It's like,
Oh yeah, they're really subtly put in here. I can see that. 111. In school hadn't begun, but Samus was taking time to convey the messages to her friend, and it was almost an apocalypse.
My history D is going to destroy my life.
Samus exclaimed to everyone in the entire city who heard. Even construction workers dropped.
Although we should point out that that sentence was all caps for the first half. My history D is going to destroy my life. Regular text.
Yep.
I'm sorry for all the construction workers who dropped.
Maybe they were only working on the first floor.
Let's hope.
Alright. Okay, dude, it's not the end of the world yet. There still could be time.
Situation controlled Amy, who tried her best from turning it into a disaster, but everyone knew a problem. It was only 2 weeks until grades were in, and what was there to do? Questions were stopped because...
Sentence was stopped because... Oh, this is me now.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the text and I'm like, well, this is totally not in character for Principal Yokoi. So, you can imagine my confusion here, pardon me.
Hello, in slip, dip, and cup, flop, clip, and slip, ditch, fizzo, sliz.
Principal Yokoi embarrassed. He tried to be a teen, but everyone only groaned and laughed at his lack of legit.
His
I'm
lack of
embarrassed
legit.
for him.
He was embarrassed, but the news continued.
Today, the majority legislature decided that if anyone in the state...
Legislator.
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 I'm trying to add a little bit of class here, forgive me. I'll read it the real way.
Today, the majority legislature decided that if anyone in the state becomes class president, that they have an automated A in history from experience and leadership.
The principal announced populace. Not everyone cared about politicrats, but Samus liked the A clause. Note, clauses are in a constitution or law or something, and it says that things happen, like freedom or A's and things.
I don't think anything in our
That's what you're
Constitution
here
has
for.
anything to do with receiving an A in history.
In other news, Class President Camden was impeached yesterday because of stealing school money and using it to fund hedges in the parking lot and buy pork bells for the hockey team. So there's going to be a total recall on next Tuesday, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Total recall.
Tuesdays have been recalled.
Oh no! The class knew that Camden was hungry for power and food, but how would have guessed
Wow.
Exonics?
Exotic.
And who?
Oh, like
Rather-
Economics?
No, like
like
Nixon.
Nixon?
Yeah, like I said, Nixon Economics. Nixonics.
It's like
Or like how he
Reaganomics.
was...
Sorry.
Let's break it.
Yeah, there you go.
Nixon.
111. Samus was on her way out of school from another day of MHS when she heard a sketch voice echo down the corridor.
Hello?
Samus warded off spirits. But it wasn't a spirit, it was only Trace.
Samus, the game dude was black hacking into Power School and he noticed the problem with your history in the D.
Trace intonated. Normally, Samus would have frecked from the breach of the Second Amendment, but she But she knew that Trace was a man of fine points.
Whoa, wait.
So I guess I'll forgive you.
Wait, what does the Second Amendment say?
The right to bear arms. To own guns. So he's not allowing her to own guns?
Because she has a D in history. What are you getting to?
Samus cut the chase.
Hasty girl.
Trace smiled with a grin.
The thing is that Game Dude and I have formed an exploratory commission and we've decided that you would be a possible candidate to lead the school in the Total Recall.
Candidate.
What?
Candidate.
Oh, I'm sorry. A possible candidate to lead the school in the Total Recall. And if you win, then...
Trace left the rest up to Samus' imagination. Samus had never thought about policy and governmental duty before, but this was an intrigue because she remembered the new A clause from the news this morning and knew that if she didn't get an A somehow, that she'd have to take a fifth.
That shed.
Have to take a fifth or suffer the consequence.
Take a fifth?
Probably more governmental jargon.
Yeah, well,
No,
pleading
plead
the
the
fifth.
fifth.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, that makes
But,
sense.
okay, so if Game Dude was black hacking into Power School, like, how come he couldn't just change the D to an A?
Because he wants Samus
Because
to become
he's
the
a
president.
That's a good point.
He wants her to go through all this crap first.
I'm pretty sure Samus got recruited into the Mafia because of the thing. So, he wants a member of his Mafia to be president. That's what I figured.
He's a one-man mafia. Didn't we establish that?
Wait,
he
is this...
Others to join.
So a member of his mafia would be like his leg or something.
Wait, is this...
Just a theory. Calm down.
Wait. I have a quick question.
Yes.
Is this still a prequel?
No, it doesn't say prequel.
But we never went over...
Yeah, we don't know what happened to Cervantes.
I don't
So
know.
they broke up.
Cervantes, or Ridley, or 111. I don't remember the
Samus
rest.
and Ridley
Yeah, they-
Forever 2006. Thank you.
I'll think about it.
Samus non-committed, but secretly everyone knew the realities. It was going to be an election, but would there be an insurrection?
Ooh.
The real tease.
The real tease.
Hold on,
We're
I'm
dealing
looking
in
up
property.
insurrection.
So there was a reference to the title, Election, Insurrection.
I'll just 111 until you find out what insurrection is. 111.
And interestingly, on the website that I'm viewing this, the ones extend over the page, like it's white where the text is, and then like a shaded color around the edges of the page, and the one just like slips out of the white off of the border, like into the shaded parts on the edge of the page, and just keeps going.
Wow.
The ones were too much for the page. It could not contain that many ones.
Alright. Insurrection. A violent uprising against an authority or government.
Oh, at least that makes sense. Good. Alright, the next day, school started. Samus had already cleansed her mind, and her decision was clear. But first, she had to choose to go to a party. She knew from school news that Republicans liked to kill trees, but she liked Trust, so she became Democratic.
Trust like Trust McNeil?
One of the key political issues. Republicans like to kill trees, but Democrats like Tress.
We're getting into some deep.
Democrats like Trust McNeil. She does a lot of cool voices.
Okay, welcome to the Democratic Caucus.
Wait, what's cactus supposed to be?
Caucus.
It's like caucus,
It's caucus.
like election.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just spelled it wrong.
Inviting
Cactus.
everyone.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I definitely, the first time I read it as cactus.
Well, they like trees, and
It's-
cactuses are kind of plant.
Because she was the leader woman of the Democrats in school committee. Okay. And she could run meetings and primaries, and was also speaker in school senate. But no one cares about student council, so whatever.
Oh,
I'm so stupid. Today is when we choose who will run for president, so if there are nominations, now's the time to commit.
Advocated Iggy. There were heads that rolled, but in the end, people made decisions.
Oh my goodness.
I'll nominate Tijuan.
Helen endorsed her favorite boyfriend, implying
yay!
that
I'm the favorite boyfriend.
implying you have more than one. Some people laughed at his name, but they were kicked out of the party because of anti-immigration.
Oh. They said sprinkled in, right? Like, not
Well hidden.
Notice.
They were.
They
They're
said they were
secret.
well hidden.
they're secret.
Okay, are there other nominees?
Amy wondered aloud.
I nominate... I'm sorry, that was too excited for Adam. I nominate Samus.
Adam Malkovich.
Yeah, it was too excited for when he was Malkoviching.
I think that's his last name, right? That's his last name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
his last name is now a verb. Me and Samus were almost going out, so this was a shoe-in. And by shoe, I mean like high heel. Also note, this is before Samus and Ridley met, so don't freak out. It's not forgotten, okay?
Oh, so we're still in a prequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that closes the nomination, so it's time to rock the vote.
Use NTV language.
So how caucuses work is that candidates stand in corners and then people walk over, and whoever has more people wins and is nominated. And I'm from Legally Blonde.
Amy explained to multitudes. When she gave the signal, people walked over to the corners for Samus or Tia Huan. It was really close at the beginning, close to the end.
Oh,
But
goodness.
near the end, more people went to Samus because not everyone was too keen on having a Mexico president. And plus, Samus was kind of,
Oh. That's so mean.
So I think the next line is Amy up until everyone.
yeah,
Is that
I think so too. I
To
think
be fair, I don't think I'd want the entirety of Mexico to be my president either.
true.
I mean, I'm sorry if that's a little racist, but I just don't want all of Mexico.
Well, they
I
can
feel like
never
that would
agree
cause
on
a lot of
anything.
It's probably for the best, because if I had to be like TO1 student council president, I'd probably need to fix my not really good Mexico-Spanish accent. So we're probably all better off for not having me elected.
I don't think any of us should be elected to anything.
No.
Never.
Okay, I'll keep going. Thank you, voters, and congratulations, I spelled it wrong, to Samus Aran, who will now be voted at the Total Recall.
Everyone pledged delegates to the football queen, even Tia Juan, because he was still friends and a Democrat.
It's important.
Samus had won the Democrats, but what about the election? Won. For the rest of the day, Samus was congratulated by people in the school, except not everyone, because Republicans were not quite as keen on Iranian policies. Before the day was over, Trace and Amy wanted to have a word with the candidate.
I'm sorry, I have to point out that that's maybe inadvertently, but very clever. Like, Samus Aran, Iranian. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna try this as Ridley. Good job on the nomination!
Oh my god!
That wasn't very good. But here's the deal.
Amy began with a sentence.
The election is going to be a tough one, but you're going to have some help. Not some help, but some help. Trace and I will be your campaign managers because I can help out with the Democrat votes, and Trace can use underground connections to help with election totals.
So you mean cheat?
Amy finished up as Trace nodded with a slyful grin, quotation mark.
Guys, I think I might have found another political issue. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, this is good, but who am I up against?
Samus pondered as she awaited results from her staffers.
Alleged Republicans have their primary, and Captain Falcon was chosen as the victor.
Trace slyly fossed. Helen and Samus. When did Helen get here?
I've always been here, honey.
I
You're
thought
not
she
pleased.
imploded.
At the news, and reflected it with their demeanors. Captain Falcon was very popular because he was captain of the track team, and held every record, even some that were made up just for him. Some people said that he cheated by using a race car instead of running, but his parents had shitloads of money, so they paid judges and everyone was okay.
No.
It's time for strategy.
Amy began the plan.
Okay, so Captain Falcon will probably try to use money to win, but if we speak with truth and say what's right, people will vote.
Amy optimized.
Also, Trace will cheat.
A black
Trace
hack
wasn't so
power
positive.
school.
Trace wasn't so positive because of experience in shady smoker room deals, but he knew that Samus had a shot, except there were Republicans everywhere, and it'd be a tough one. Elections had been close, but in the end, someone always won. But would it be Samus? One.
Elections would be so easy if it weren't for Republicans. That's what this seems to be saying.
Yeah. Over the week before the election, there were many deal seals and campaigns. Captain Falcon...
No.
Captain!
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon, sing the song.
I read it Captain, and then I read Campaign. So either one. Used his money like everyone thought, and bought ads that smeared across the intercom. One even said that Samus did you-know-what with a lobbyist. For everyone unclear, lobbyists wait around in the lobby of Congress and buy drinks and tickets for senators, so they vote for high gas prices and less trees.
Except that this is a school election.
Don't even know. This person doesn't solve politics. Luckily, Samus was a Democrat, so people knew she wasn't into that shit. It was a bumpy debate. It was time for the debate.
I have the ever so slight feeling that our author leans a little bit to the left.
Maybe.
Are you sure?
Oh, time to go. Okay, welcome to the 72 Memorial Debates.
72?
We have to do that like 10 times.
Sorry, what?
Kicked off the dramatic.
There are 72 memorial debates.
Everyone knows the candidates, and now it's time to hear about the issues.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, Nathaniel.
That's okay. You should do it more often. It'd be for the best.
First question is for you, Mr. Falcon.
That's Captain Falcon to you.
Journalized Silux, the president of the class newspaper.
What are your feelings about global warming?
Captain Falcon cools with a simmering snap.
My real question is, what are you feeling about global warming?
Okay, please set the issues. All of the Republicans cheered because they were too stupid to understand. Falcon did not answer the question
Sorry.
and was only sucking his guts.
Tounderstand.
Understand?
Notice, the opinions of fanfiction authors do not necessarily reflect the opinions of GameCola staff members.
Yeah, I probably should have said at the beginning.
Thank you, Mr. Falcon. Dr. Samus, how do you feel about the World War III?
Hey, that's good. They brought up the doctorate issue again. Unless that was accurate, which I take it back. Silux discretionized. All eyes were on Samus as she formulated her position, but she remained cucumber cool and answered.
War is not the option, but if it's necessary, then it must happen for people.
Anyway, clapped.
Okay.
Except for the Falcon Republicans, who were too stupid to know about war. Oh.
At least we're calling them Falcon Republicans now.
No, not like
We can at least imply that they're not the actual ones.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, darn and blast. That concludes the debate, and it is time to choose the candidates. But remember not to choose popular people, and only who your heart is after.
Which had no bearing on let's choose Hot Samus over Mexico.
Yeah. Yokoi Disney Channel. But everyone knew that the people would vote for the populace. But who was the most? One.
Who was the most indeed?
The votes were just about to be tallied, and Samus was taking a walk through the halls when she heard a strange bumbling rose from the boiler room.
What could it be?
She investigated as she opened the door and was shocked to find a political machine.
Ha ha! You caught us trying to rig votes with a copying machine.
Snaked up Captain Falcon
Why is he laughing about that?
and ex facto Candon, who were joined with other Republicans. They looked serious, but Samus was too.
BS is unacceptable.
No, unexcaptable.
Theus
Unexcaptable. Isn't that one of the spells in Skyrim?
It should be, if not. Samus scurried as she began to use jitsu signs and stances, but Candon summoned bodyguards, who wasn't Kraid and his gang. Luckily, Samus was used to fighting these losers, so she took them all out with her techniques and attacks, and soon they were piled on the floors.
I think this has suddenly become Naruto.
You may have defeated idiots, but what about me? Falcon Punch!
Felt good, punch, Samus, but she dodged, and dumbass Falcon fell out the window. He punched so hard.
Why are we being so mean to Captain Falcon?
Candon ran away because he didn't want to get caught, but Hall Monitor Noxus jailed him for conspiracies against the populace. And what about Samus?
Are we still in high school here?
I don't even know. We're almost done with the chapter, so keep going.
Congratulations, President Aaron.
This thing is like, I'll go read it. Samus to the president. presidency, and there were many cheers among the crowd, even a few rhinos who were sort of like Democrats.
Is that supposed to be like elephants? And...
Maybe they meant, like, yeah, that was what I was going to say. Everything was going well, but right as Samus signed the articles and was about to enact the A clause, a voice could be heard over the announcer.
Oh, wait, is wait.
Yeah, that's
This
you.
is Captain
Yes,
Falcon.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
I should be reading ahead.
Wait.
You read ahead, didn't you?
Sorry, hold on. Hello to the people of the school. It is I, Emperor Falcon. I have taken over the office, and I am now the president of the school.
Principal Yokoi was befuddled, but he was a bozo cop and didn't even know what to do. The school was under siege. Yeah.
My first order of business is that Samus Aran, who thinks she is president of class, is arrested for treason against Falcon government.
The captain hardlined as you could hear Craig and gang members in the background snacking and snicking at the situation.
When she is arrested, she is to be killed and displayed for public appeal.
Samus's eyes narrowed. She may have won the election, but would she win the insurrection?
I see what she did there.
Metroid High School election was over. The Metroid Civil War had just begun.
In school.
This is not high school.
So sorry if there are spelling mistakes or grammar bad, but I do the best I can. I hope the next chapter isn't a year like the last one, but things happen in life and you never know. Until next time, live you, love, and prosper.
What?
I watched Star Wars this weekend. I can't wait for the new one with Matt Damon. Not as streaky, but Damon's hot.
Oh, we've just mashed Star Wars and Star Trek and Matt Damon together. Everything is not sacred anymore.
It's okay, one more chapter, we can do this.
I wonder, is this going to end the political one, or is it going to end the Ridley and Samus one?
Hopefully both. Chapter 8, Endgame Finale.
I would love it if this just, like, cleared up everything, like, perfectly and explained everything.
With good grammar.
Hello, everyone! Wow, it's been a while. It's been a little more than 3 whole years since I started writing Metroid High School, and I, can't believe how many people have loved it. 63 reviews compared to the 261 today, and almost 10,000 hits. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys are best. Thank you. I was only 11 when I wrote chapter 1.
Oh.
That would explain it. And lots of things have happened since I started writing. But now I'm in high school, and I barely have more time anymore. Because of school tests, and my new boyfriend. He's real, not real. So, I don't exactly have time to write fanfic anymore. Who are you? God, I have had chappies written for months on my hard drive, but
Chappies.
I really, hey, it's slang, but I really just want to get the story finished on with life. So, I decided to upload and take elements from each chapter.
Unload.
Why did I read upload? And for one big finale. It doesn't always exactly make sense all the time, I'll say, but, hey, it's epic, hopefully, and ties all the loose ends, and it's a fitful conclusion. I think that I've had enough for the talk. It's time for Chapter 8, Endgame Finale.
You're
Wait a
setting up
second.
my expectations pretty high, 111 Samus, whatever your name is.
Yes, and then.
So the Samus Ridley love scene was written by like a 12-year-old at the time?
Oh, dear God, I didn't even think about that. Damn it. My friend just started laughing really loud.
And at the point of this, she would have been 14.
Yes.
Oh my God. The halls of a high school. Metroid High School. Dances, gossips of girls, students, learning, everything.
Cholera.
Yeah.
It is there,
Oh,
look.
wait, we're not there yet. Everything had happened. Samus and Ridley's ask-out, the football, the cholera, and even the illness. But now, war stage. One.
Wait, hold on.
In the hall.
Hold up. We're going back to the Civil War thing, except that this is after everything.
That was what I was about to
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it'll be explained.
Whatever.
Let's just keep going.
Let's just keep going.
She did admit this one probably wasn't going to make sense, so at least she admitted it. In the hall, Civil War was raging before it had even started. Falcon's kitchen cabinet, I'll just note, I learned about this in U.S. history. Andrew Jackson liked his buddies, so he gave them jobs, eating food and partying in the White House. That's not a capital. Was in control of the school. Luckily, Samus and friends were not pushovers, so it was a bloody situation. Is that lucky? Like, really?
Luckily.
Lucky.
Mandy and Scope were two of the people who were fighting in the onslaught.
Tio, catch!
Helen, addicted as her Mexican,
I own you.
caught the grenade she tossed at him. With teeth, he pulled out the Tad and threw, killing 7 or more Republicans. Too bad President Key Hinters still had a trick up his sleeve, and it was a pistol. It fired at Helen, mortally wounding his soulmate.
Tia won.
Helen coughed, but was cut off by the river of death.
Ooh,
Again,
I like
the second time she's died.
Helen!
Theo Juan was insoluble.
You can't dissolve it in water.
Well, see,
that's for sure.
That's why he's alive. Even though she was cut off by the river of death, he is insoluble.
He's fine. This killing machine. He had lost his favorite girlfriend. Oh, so you have more girlfriends too. It's a pen. For war? For what? One. The underground art room was where Samus, Amy, Adam, and Principal Yokoi were discussing war games, except not Warhammer or Battlefront, but the kind of before a war. Except this one was already happening.
Okay.
What are we screwed?
Like, what are we screwing in? I'm confused.
I don't know. I strewed it in the room. Luckily, no one noticed his bozo fits and carried on with the meeting.
Ouch.
God, it's getting mean.
President Aaron, here's the ordeal.
Amy, her friend, and advisor Pertrude.
Falcon and the Republican Army have learned how to clone key hunters. That's why there's so many bodies everywhere.
This did not look like...
That
What? Oh, wait, what?
has nothing to do with the fact that we're killing all of these people. It's just because they're cloning that we have all these bodies laying around.
This is a high school.
It did not look like it was going to be a happy ending, but a shadow appeared in the corner, and it was a good thing they didn't shoot it because it was only Trace.
If you can give me and the game dude time, I believe that we can call in reinforcements.
Trace converted. No one liked industrial espionage, but they agreed that just
Industrial.
like said in the speech, that things must be different when there's a war.
Okay, I see the ideas, but what, with a capital W, are we going to do in the meantime?
Adam noted that there might not be enough time for Gaming Dude's scheme, and there were way too many enemies to take down with just possessed...
Posses. Posses.
Oh.
Posses? They spell that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. And political allies. That's when a voice was heard at the door, and it was someone that Samus did not exactly expect.
It's me from the future. Oh goodness, I just read the paragraph. Okay. I really need... Okay.
You have my body, right?
Ridley Legolas. And when everyone turned around, they saw that he was Mecha Ridley
What?
and was in a robotic combat suit, like Metroid Fusion.
Like Metroid Fusion?
Samus was happy to see him first, but quickly remembered everything. Sex, cholera, Cervantes. Was it too much?
Yes.
Yes.
In unison.
Is this
I
me?
think it's you.
Okay.
Samus, I know things have happened, and maybe I'm too manhandle. But we must
What does that
fight to save the school. Let's worry about things later because, we have lots of Ozzy right now.
Samus was speechless, but murmured,
Okay.
because she knew that things were too important to bicker. The football president put on her power suit, like when she played football, and together the two robotics joined the battle. There was a lot to deal, but at least they were finally together.
So are we in the past or the future now? I don't know.
I don't even know.
Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Yes.
I'm just gonna go with that. Things were a disaster. Bodies were beginning to pile, and
Beijing.
Now. Like just now they're beginning to pile?
Yeah, I guess. And the halls were slippery with blood. Two friends, Chris and Johnny B, were with Mandy, trying to enter Falcon's office headquarters through a secret door in the underground of the school. Too bad that Falcon knew the school too, and Bridget was mine. Unfortunately for Mandy, she exulted as her body was derailed by explosions.
So this is someone actually exploding, not even metaphorically.
Yeah, this is a real explosion. This is serious. John and Chris felt sorry for their loss, but they knew this was the price of war, and that they didn't stop Falcon's inflation. It would just get higher. In another
there's another one of those political issues she subtly slipped in.
In another part of the battlefront, Samus and Ridley were using their new armor powers to do serious damage to the enemy bodies. Ted, Robbie, Smiley, and the heartbroken Tio Juan were also contributing to the death toll, and it seemed that the tide was beginning to rise for the better. That was until an old enemy appeared, this time for the finals.
Well, we meet again. You think you can win this war? You'll have to go through us. It's time to reveal the gang.
Everyone was shocked as the true identities were revealed of Kraid's gang members. Silex, Noxus, Candon, Weevil, and Spire. Who are these people?
They're from Metroid Prime Hunters.
Oh, okay.
And one of them's a journalist.
Yeah, one of them like the...
And I think one of them's the hall monitor.
I think, okay, we know 3 out of 5. That's good enough. Gang war began as Samus, Ridley, Tio, Ted, Smiley, and Robbie got into place to fight the enemies. Ted lunged at Noxus and shanked at him, but Silex was quick to notice and shot Ted in the foot. Both gangbangers were ended, though when Tio Juan saved Ted's ass by
That's not what gangbangers means. But let's keep going.
Machine killing them in the head. Silex transferred into a machine gun turret and shot Robbie. Aww.
No, Robbie!
And part of Smiley.
Part of Smiley?
Took to the draw and fired a super missile, vaporizing both Silex.
No.
Oh god. Veropizing.
Veropizing.
Alright. Both Silex and Noxus. This did not make Candon happy. And the 2 ex-presidents battled it out. As usual though, Samus ended up on top and shot electro powers into his brainstem. That just left Ridley and Kraid.
You might have won the gang war, but what about this?
Kraid injected enzytes in his arm as he began to grow massive. There was a hole in his ceiling when Kraid stopped getting bigger, and he started to stomp on students, and even Ridley.
I have you in my foot!
As he was about to step on Ridley's face, but...
Sinners!
Mother, nun clothes, and unleashed her Swiss guard. That's the Pope army. Hand trained Kraid, and hunters. This gave Ridley just enough time to shoot his eye lasers at Kraid's foot, knocking the evil over.
Uh-oh. I don't know.
The Grand Wizard rapped, but it was too late.
I'm not going to repeat that.
That's weird.
This is a G-rated podcast.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
This is ever.
Why? This is definitely getting like an age rating on it.
This is an unrated podcast for mature audiences only.
Yes, rated M, this unrated podcast.
So, just...
Make up something.
Ba-bomb.
Make up a...
I'm trying to think of something creative and funny. Creative and funny.
Robotail in Kraid's face. It was a lot of blood, but at least the score was settled. 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. Too many ones. The war was ready to wrap up, but there was one last issue. The imposter president. Samus and her remaining allies were finally able to break into his office fortress. But where was he?
Going somewhere here?
There was a voice, and as they turned down the hall, as they turned around, down the hall, zoomed a race car that was armed like the Batman car in The Dark Knight. Samus and Co. Whoever, like, probably just Samus and Ridley. I don't think she's anymore. I think they all died.
1.
Yeah.
Captain Falcon!
Samus and old. But there was little use. Samus tried her powerful missiles in the car, but they just bounced off the hood and blew the doors off classrooms, exposing the children.
Oh,
Not the
that's-
children!
Children!
This is a high school! Really, the Mecha Suit Powers tried to stop the car, but Captain was too fast with his driving and dodged. His turn.
Let's see who's the real president now, girl! This is the podcast.
Falcon
what-
bellowed the car intercom and used his presidential codes to arm the rocket tube with a mini nuke. Okay, one thing that I will say is there's a lot of action
it's not like,
compared to the other stuff we've been reading.
30 minutes later.
Yeah. When it fired, everyone was sure that this was the end of Samus, but just in time, her boyfriend, he's not her boyfriend anymore, jumped down in front of the missile and took the blast himself. Luckily, his suit was radiation resistant. Unfortunately, the nuke blast damaged it beyond repair. Ridley was down, and so was Samus.
Ha ha ha! My ride is indestructible! There isn't... Sorry.
Falcon Van Stanton. Van Stanton! Exclamation point!
There isn't a single weapon on Earth that can defeat my Juggernoget.
Dog. I like Nogan.
That's what we're here for!
A sudden voice blasted through the roof, and when the dust cleared, there were 4 figures. It was Shasso Kais, Ethereal Kroot, and Taildeer from Dark Crusade High School. Author's note. This part was written when Cervantes and I were still internet dating. That's long gone, but why waste the story?
I think a few reasons.
I told you guys that reinforcements were on the way.
That was, excuse me.
Oh wow, I got
Excuse
quotation
me.
marks. I realized it after I said it.
Alright,
You're
hold
off
on,
the
hold on.
podcast.
Okay, you guys have fun.
Everybody use the Ridley voice now.
Oh, great.
All of us?
Oh.
You all say it at the
Nothing.
same time and use the Ridley voice, I dare you.
Alright, ready? Ready?
1, 2,
2, 3.
Okay, I feel absolutely punished. We're gonna move on now. The
This
game's
was actually a
entrance
game.
revealed over the intercom, and Samus and Ridley were relieved, but not Captain Falcon.
Time to seal the deal!
Fruit landed, and
Lando, like
Lando.
Lando Calrissian.
and while he and Ethereal distracted the Falcon car by racing it through the hall at top gear, Taildeer and Shash did a power combine for one final blow, when the car rounded down the last corner and unleashed, totaling the Jugger car and ending the driver. There were still last words, however.
I may be dead, but you still lose! You've still got the cholera! You're as dead as mine!
And now we finally bring back that plot point. The dead president gurgled as Samus, so only she could hear him.
Oh, sorry.
The war was over, but the girl knew he was right. It was only a matter of time.
So, question, the Dark Crusade High School, is that another fanfiction?
I would assume
I think that's where Cervantes comes
Cervantes guy, maybe. I'll look that up later and I'll let you guys.
Wait, I thought he wrote about, what was it? A Caribbean
the freight car thing.
freight train confessions.
I don't even know. Maybe he writes more.
Okay, a quick search of Googly Google reveals that Dark whatever is a Warhammer thing, and the high school, when added to it, makes it into a fanfiction.
Oh, wow.
We're good.
Okay.
Wow.
I figured generally when high school is added to things, it becomes fan.
And they did say that it was, that he liked, Warhammer.
Warhammer.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. We're good.
Few people survive in war, but for those who do, it's worth it to save lives.
This is what Samus.
Of course, when you're alive, it's worth it.
Yep.
This is what Samus was explaining to the survivors of Metroid High School. All her remaining friends were there, and so were her mom, Mrs. Chozo, and dog Sparky, because that's super important.
Also, the school is going to get sued.
Samus was giving a good, great speech, but she felt the darkness taking hold. Dark Samus and the cholera were finally taking over her body. When she collapsed on the floor, people began to crowd around and cry.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was everyone. I didn't notice the
I thought
period.
so for a minute too, but
This isn't a question, by the way. It's an exclamation.
Please, Rock, is there a way?
Ridley cried out to the gods. Dr. Van.
Oh, wow! I'm in the story again!
Yeah!
Okay, are you ready for this? My long-awaited line. There is.
Dr. who drove up to the podium in a sport car and revealing a hypodermic needle of serum in it. In the sport car?
Yeah, I was gonna ask him the sport car.
Jeez, that's a big needle. Okay, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
You found a cure!
Cure!
Cheered. Dr. Bennis turned to her patient. What is the girl? I don't
Dr.
want
Bennis had an operation in between. Just needed to keep in practice.
Yeah.
I may not.
Wait, I'm still doing the male voice here. Oh well.
I may not agree with your sex, but I won't see a patient suffer, even a sin widow.
The doctor Hippocrates and
Hippocrates?
I don't even know.
Although as a verb, it's Hippocrates. You're right.
And injected the liquid into Samus's body. The cholera syndromes began to fade away, but the Dark was not ready to give up without a fight. That was good.
Gesundheit.
That was good. I like that.
Samus coughed blood, and a white began to flash.
Not a white.
As Samus convulsed, Dark Samus began to materialize, I read that wrong, outside of her body. Dark Samus satanically echoed.
Thanks for your cure. I'm finally free.
Dark Samus started running around taking down students and teachers and eating their souls to gain power. Now that she was cured, Samus was at full power and did her best to fight Dark Samus before it inflicted too many casualties. Unfortunately, Dark Samus was already far too powerful, and all that Samus could do was knock the helmet off its body to reveal its identity. No one could have expected the truth.
Everybody.
3, 2, 1.
Coach Houston,
Coach
you're
Houston.
Dark Samus?
Dark Samus.
The entire school was shocked in disbelief. Houston only smiled, with all his teeth quotation marks.
I admit, I made the cholera. I couldn't have Ridley and Samus be dating because she needed to be a team player. Boyfriends take time, sorry.
Houston explained from experience.
There is nothing more important than sports. You can't stop me.
Wait, who is this? Oh, is this
Gerald
Wait,
Ford.
what does he sound like?
Like
I
Gerald.
don't know, just make it up.
Presidential.
I'll
He sounds like Chevy Chase.
You've been watching too much SNL.
Not exactly.
At that moment, the door...
Or we can go with that.
I don't know. I tried to sound old.
And there was the sound of a gunshot. At the door was President Gerald Ford. Finally spelled it right, if you're wondering. He was still president when Metroid High School took place. With a sniping pistol in his hand and 50 Secret Service agents who took control of the situation. Huston was choked. His idol had just shot him in the face.
Actually,
Also, he had been shot in the
Time
face.
to be shocked.
hold on. I do want to point out, it says, if you're wondering, he was still president when Metroid High School took place. If you recall, when they were doing the caucuses, he said that it was the 72 caucus, I believe.
Yeah, 1972.
So, anyway,
This all takes place in 1972.
yes.
Apparently.
I guess so.
You didn't get that strong sense of place from the rest of the writing?
I got it.
But you played football. Why?
Houston was confounded in the final moments of his life, but Ford explained.
No, sorry.
Ford explained.
This is my big epic monologue. Okay.
Everyone, sports can be fun to play and are good for bodies. But sometimes people take it too far. It's not worth it to make biological terror or start wars. But as long as you keep it clean, keep it real.
The real president finished the speech, and with that, he returned to the White House, leaving Ridley and Samus alone. Wait, I thought everyone else was there.
I think they're dead.
I was like,
Samus and Ridley alone with all those dead bodies.
everything was just about sorted out, but there was still one last thing that was troubling Ridley's mind. Samus could tell, because they had been going out for a time, and she had quizzed it.
Ridley, what's the issue?
Well, it's only 3 more days until the big prom, and... Right? I know we're not together anymore. Right?
Oh, that's pathetic. Ridley shuffled uncomfortably, but Samus was warm with a kiss.
Ridley, I can't stay mad at you. You know the love when you feel it.
And they kissed in front of the entire remaining school. Wait.
Yeah, 'cause
They were alone.
Everyone oh no. Eve Roan cheered, including
Yay!
Prinny, Toll,
pretty
Yakoi, Shab, Tiojuan, Amy, Mrs. Chozo, and even Cervantes cracked a grin.
Tijuan was dead.
No, he wasn't. Helen died.
He
No.
was, I swear.
No, he was insoluble, remember?
He was insoluble. He was fine.
Darn!
This is a G-rated podcast. After like half of the podcast is over.
I'm pretty sure this is never going to be a G-rated podcast, no matter what we do.
Never.
Alright, so, darn!
Ridley, for the final time, I did not pay attention to that.
I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
I wasn't
Whoa.
expecting
Universe. You don't have to censor universe.
Right.
He said world all the other times. I thought, maybe. Oh well, I ruined my big epic thing at the end. Oh well.
Oh, is this next part like the warning lights when, like, in Mega Man X4 you go to fight the boss and it's like, warning, 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 except here it's like, epilogue, epilogue, epilogue. We
Epilogue,
get that?
epilogue, 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 epilogue.
It does say epilogue.
Ridley went to prom together as a couple, but Samus' ex-boyfriend didn't do so bad at all. Cervantes went with 111 Samus Ridley Forever 2006 because they were both angsty and thought cool. And Amy went with Adam, not just because of their shared letters, but they had other comments. In George Bush's last minute in office, he executed
George Bush.
he executed an alien. So Tijuan had to go back to Mexico with a little finite. Too bad for Bush, he ran for president of Mexico and won. My dad told me that Mexico will probably be more powerful than the United States in a few years, so that's not so bad.
Oh, well, knowing from the future, we're from the future and all, so we can attest to that.
Principal Yokoi decided to retire after the event, but then he learned how to make video games for Nintendo and made the game Metroid, based on everything that happened at Metroid High School. God, I hope not. As for Samus and Ridley, they decided to stick together and see what happened. They decided to postpone the until after
What?
That makes
What?
sense. That's probably a good idea.
They just...
Also, they misspelled wait.
I said again.
No, but they did
No, they
spell
got
it.
pregnancy right this time. Oh, no, they
No,
didn't.
they did.
Okay,
Oh, they did.
there's another one coming up that it's spelled correctly, but I'm trying to make a joke that they didn't spell it pregnancy. Sorry.
But even though Juno is a movie, teens don't always make parents in real life. And the next time they had sex, Samus remembered to have her own pregnancy test. Shall I read the final author's note?
Yes.
Wait, I'm not clear here. Was she drinking lemonade or soda?
Oh my god! That is like the least complicated thing. The least complicated error in the entire story.
I just banged my head against my laptop. If anyone heard a banging, that was me.
Was like the thing where you put carbonation in water that has country time in it. It was one of those.
Okay.
There we go. Problem solved. After 3 years and 11 days, my fanfiction career has officially come to a close. I couldn't have done it without you guys are the best. I try a lot of new things when writing, like words and ideas and all kinds of weirdness. And even though some of you don't like it, and it didn't make sense the whole time, at least it's something. I want to miss you guys so much, but hey, don't forget to review. Thank you all so much, and never forget, Samus and Ridley forever. The end.
Thank you, God.
We did it.
God.
Thank
God.
you, God.
Recording for 3 hours.
Literally. Just went over
I'm
3
gonna
hours.
die.
Oh my God, like literally.
So, on behalf of GameCola, we want to apologize personally to Mexico and
And
all those tree-killing Republicans. We are so sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do serious editing on this one. We'll see how that goes. So, thanks guys for joining me. I mean, you know, hopefully you'll decide to do this again. I don't know why you would, but especially you with special guests.
It
was
was
a
fun.
blast.
It was a lot of
It was
fun.
a blast. Oh no!
Like,
and Joe imploded.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we're done. So, have a good day or evening or whatever applies. Bye.
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 Bye, everyone.
Oh, God. Oh, wait, you have to do it again. I need to cut that in.
Oh, do you want me to do the sad rock?
Yes.
Oh my god, big part of me just died inside after reading that.